Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Dawn Huffy. I am the owner of Liberty Belle Coaching, and my life coaching certifications came through the Brave Thinking Institute. This week I was talking with one of my friends, and she was feeling bad about how she had handled something years ago. And she mentioned that if she had only done this certain thing at that time, things would be so much better now. In that moment, I had a revelation about this, and I told her just this very thing. I realized that when we look back on a situation with regret and we put in a different reaction or a different idea or a different action that we think up about that past situation or problem, we mistakenly believe that everything would have turned out just like we wanted it to. This is the premise of hindsight is 2020. And this is a lie from the pit of hell. It absolutely is. And why is this a lie? It is a lie because there are most likely dozens and dozens of things that we could have done in that moment years ago. And we simply cannot predict the outcome of those choices. It's just not possible. I woke up early this morning, and as I was laying in bed, God started to talk to me about this very topic. So I got up and started to write, and I asked him, because he was talking about hindsight. So I said, God, what about hindsight? And this is what he said. You think hindsight is perfect. It's not. You are actually using your imagination in the most negative way. You imagine if you had done that one perfect action, the situation would have turned out perfectly. This is torture that you put yourself through, and this is a lie from the pit of hell. The devil wants you in this torturous place, shaming yourself for what you did, punishing yourself for what happened. The devil entices you into believing that if you had chosen this one perfect thing, everything would have turned out hunky-dory. There are dozens of things you could have chosen which would have given you dozens of different outcomes. The fact of the matter is what you did is unchangeable, but it is forgivable. Hindsight is a merry-go-round you put yourself on, and you search for solutions and outcomes to relieve the pain. You cannot change the past, but I can forgive the past. All you need to do is ask for that forgiveness, and it is granted. Then it is up to you to receive that forgiveness. Hindsight is a torturous trap, and you can spend hour upon hour attempting to sort out how you could have done things better or how you made things so awful. Surrender all of that fixing of the unfixable to me. Apologize for your part, ask for forgiveness, and give the situation over to me to bring some good from it. I love you so, your Heavenly Father. Amen. So, God is telling us that hindsight is a lie from the devil to make us feel bad. And when we feel bad, we are not living a life of purpose, of joy, of giving, of receiving, of praising God. No, instead, we are just stuck in feeling bad about ourselves. So when we are slipping into thinking, if only I had done this, that, or the other thing, notice what you are noticing in your thoughts. And then stop your thoughts. Stop lying to yourself about how it would have turned out perfectly. There is no way we can know that our story would have turned out in that specific way. Yes, we can reflect about how to handle things differently in the future, but we must stop telling ourselves that our past story could have turned out in some ideal scenario, because that whole process is just a torturing, menacing lie. Instead, give yourself the grace that you did what you could with what you had at the time, and turn the rest over to God. Thank you so much for joining me.